O Adam, shall I show you the tree of immortality and possession that does not fade away?
In the times before Islam, it was a common practice among the Arabs to entrust their children to a foster mother, a wet nurse outside the city, aiming to provide them with better health and resilience. However, for the newborn Muhammad, a very special woman was destined, Halima Saadia. From the moment she took Muhammad into her care, he brought luck and blessings into her life. Although she had previously suffered from poverty and hardship, she suddenly found a happy and prosperous life. Her breasts, once dry, were filled with milk, and the pastures for her sheep and camels became green and fresh. People around him recognized this marvelous phenomenon and testified to it. Even Halima's husband, Harith, couldn't help but marvel and said, "What a blessed baby has been given to us." Years passed, and Muhammad grew up under the care of his nurse, Halima. However, only a few years after being reunited with his mother, fate separated them once again. Amina fell ill and passed away, leaving Muhammad permanently orphaned. He was still young when his grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, lovingly took him in and spent much time with him. While most people in Mecca worshipped idols, Abdul Muttalib remained one of the few who believed in the one true God. His faith was a precious treasure that he guarded deep in his heart, while outwardly shielding himself from the ignorance of the people. However, life presented further challenges when Abdul Muttalib fell seriously ill in old age. Faced with death, he asked his son, Abu Talib, to take Muhammad into his care, to love him like his own son and nurture him. Abu Talib fulfilled this task with dedication and love, and so Muhammad was surrounded by a caring family that supported and protected him. In this captivating drama of life, the irresistible guidance of destiny unfolds, and the paths on which the wisdom of the Almighty God manifests itself. Muhammad's journey is lined with remarkable individuals, each contributing in their own way to shape him into the prophet who would change the world forever. As a child, Muhammad continued to exhibit various miracles and unusual signs. When he accompanied his uncle, Abu Talib, on a journey to Syria between the ages of 9 and 12, their path crossed the monastery of a monk named Bahira. This scholar had studied the ancient scriptures and deduced from them that the arrival of the last prophet after Jesus was imminent. However, he had never contemplated the possibility of meeting this future prophet until the day when the trade caravan of Abu Talib, including Muhammad, made a stop near the monastery. From the window of his room in the monastery, the monk had observed how a single cloud followed the caravan and cast its shadow, shielding them from the heat. Fascinated by this unusual phenomenon, the monk invited the caravan guests to a meal, hoping to discover the special person he knew from the ancient scriptures. Initially, none of the guests seemed to exhibit any distinctive features. However, when he inquired if all members of the caravan were present, he was told that only a boy named Muhammad had stayed with the luggage due to his young age. Bahira then asked the guests to bring young Muhammad to the table. When Muhammad arrived, the monk realized that he had found what he was looking for. He sensed something unique in this child and began to observe him closely. All the characteristics he knew from the ancient scriptures pointing to the future prophet were found in Muhammad. Additionally, as a Christian familiar with the Bible, he knew that Jesus and Moses had foretold the coming prophet in their times.